I welcome the opportunity to speak on this motion, but I do find it quite ironic given the role of the Labour Party and its austerity agenda, which caused so much hardship for the people of South Kildare and Portarlington area Laois. While you were in government, the Labour Party presided over a range of savage cuts. Cuts like the removal of the bereavement grant, the increase in pension age, a doubling of student contribution fee, cutting rent allowance, cutting child benefit, introducing water charges and introducing local property tax. I could go on, but my time is limited. And in the words of one of my constituencies during the last election, they said to me they became more blue shirt than the blue shirts themselves. However, this motion means well and comes hot on the heels of a Sinn Féin motion on the cost of living. Our motion was critical of the government's approach, but also proposed a range of solutions that, if implemented, would turn the tide in favour of struggling workers and their families. I support this motion, notwithstanding the Labour Party's track record in government. Many people who come to my clinics are at breaking point. There are families who make the choice between food and fuel on a weekly basis, Minister. We are living in the 21st century, but there are families who are living in circumstances that belong in the Charles Dickens novel from the 19th century. Charities like St Vincent de Paul are literally saving lives. They are taking the place of a state in supporting vulnerable citizens who are being left behind by this government. It's wrong, you know it's wrong, and it must change. Urgent action is needed to address the cost of living crisis. Our older people have been given minimal increases in their pension, and I suppose the reality of that is only for multiples of the increase to be taken back in a stealth of carbon taxes and everything else. A fiver increase has been swallowed up by the doubling of utility bills, and you know and everyone else knows it's not sustainable. Finally, I would like to say a brief word on minimum alcohol prices. Alcohol is not an essential item, but it might as well be for some low-income families with addiction issues. I understand the intent behind it, and we should be doing more to encourage a reduction in alcohol consumption. The mind boggles at the way in which the government has introduced minimum prices. Instead of increasing excise duty and ring-fencing the money to address addiction and the harm that excess alcohol consumption causes, this government has handed a gift to alcohol manufacturers and sellers. The government is out of touch, running out of time, and things are not going to change until we have a change of government. Thank you, Cathaoirleach.